This is it. This is the end of my Ben the Demon's 1,000 post Extravaganza. Your questions will be answered here, not live, because not enough people participated to really make it live, so fuck it. I got a pimple on my knee and it's a bitch. So I'm going to read your questions, which will require me to take out my glasses. I'm now a nerd. The reason I took them off in the first video was because I don't like the glare on them, but I need them to read your comments, so bear with me. Alright. First question. Grats, bro. Oh wait, I'm going to say the names of of whom they are. Pardon my ineloquence. Grats, bro. Asex said, "Grats, bro. Even if I've ragged on you in the past, you're probably one of the more interesting people to have posted here. Keep doing you." Thank you. If I may ask, what made us wait so long for your 1K? Well, what happened was, I was struggling mostly with personal problems, honestly. I suffer from anxiety, and a lot of it's social anxiety, and even though I understand that Firebot is all a joke, even just when I was in that low state, even the jokingly derogatory comments were just not my cup of tea. I didn't really do a lot of things. I got kicked out of college for political reasons, and I can explain that, and I could take a long time just explaining that, but the reason I waited so long was just my anxiety came back, and when I was ready to post, I wasn't really ready to do the 1,000 post thing. I wanted to make it a big thing, and so I just didn't post on anything, and that's what took so long. Alright, next question. Soulgazer asks, Ray or Azuka? I don't know, I just like this. I don't know. I'm guessing those are users. I don't really follow too many users unless I find their posts interesting. Cresselia is one that I find quite interesting, and Aklo, and Rodin, obviously. Although I do think his posts have become oddly less quality as time's gone, but I don't know. I'd say overall he's still my favorite poster. So, I'm sorry, Soulgazer, I don't exactly know. Space Cake asks, what's the science behind fart jokes? Here's the thing, my first Firebot thread was called Fart Stories, and I was hoping people would share funny stories about just where a fart came, and it just was at the perfect time and was hilarious. But instead, people used it as like, man, this is your first post? God, you suck. And I really don't post about farts as often as people say I do, but sometimes I make references to the fact that people think about it, but that just goes back to my first thread was about farts, and it just kind of stuck as a meme, and I don't mind. Sometimes I have thought about making alts, even though if I make an alt I'll get banned, but sometimes I thought about making an alt just to see if it's the name Ben the Demon that just people have bias against and just stick farts to him, even though I don't really post much about farts. So, there's your science. Buttered Toast asks, so you're doing well for 1K. So you're doing a well for 1K. I get it. Well, a video well that isn't really a well, but pretty much serves the exact same purpose as a well. That's not really a question. I like your name, though. Buttered Toast. I love Ed and Eddie. Sometimes I slur my words because I just talk faster than I really think. Rugi asks, dude, I actually love you. You have all the cringe and appearance of a digibro whilst having a beautiful voice. Nice backhanded compliment. Why the beard? Too lazy to cut it? Some sort of job requirement, secret heavy metal star, or just like it that way? the last two. I am actually a heavy metal singer. I happen to have a very large, not penis. My penis is only average size, but a large vocal range. I will try to demonstrate for you. I can go low, and I can go high. I can go higher than that, but I tried getting it. What happens is once you get into whistle tones, it doesn't flow like. Then you have to kind of use a different tone to get more of a. Sorry, I just brushed my teeth and my throat's a little. Get all that shit out. All the fucking phlegm. That, but not sucky. Sorry. Sometimes I just can't do it after I've had a soda or brush my teeth. Anything to get my throat to where it feels odd. Essentially, like if I feel dry or extra. Actually, if it's room temperature water, it's actually better, but. There we go. The technique is right. So yeah, I like the beard, and it's heavy metal, and I like heavy metal, even though Misfits is punk. But as you can see, my Slayer poster, my Jägermeister music tour with Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. There's my 2 Metallica posters, another Slayer poster, a Dimebag poster, and a Randy Rhoads poster. My little skull dude, even though that's looks like a cherry Stratocaster, and those aren't very metal, but I like the long hair and the skull and all that. I call him Kevin. Also like the design of his bass. Omachi asks, how much better do you think my 1000th post will be than yours? It's not. It's just not. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think you're a terrible poster like other people say, but I think you're a little full of yourself. And hey, maybe that's your joke, is that you're full of yourself, but I feel like you are genuinely full of yourself. But feel free to correct me if that's your gimmick, because, I mean, I don't mind gimmicks. Fuck, look at me. Would you fuck a ghost? That depends. I have this thing where I will not fuck anyone older than I am. I just won't. It's a turn off. But at the same time, though, do ghosts, do they retain youthfulness? If an 18-year-old girl dies, does she become an 18-year-old ghost? Or does she start as an infant ghost and age into an 18-year-old girl? Also, what are the state and local laws behind this? Because, I mean, this is a vague question. Does the ghost have nice boobies? I mean, Firebot gets to see my boob. I'm a man, so that's not pornographic. Why are foreigners more interested in Vikings than Scandinavians are? I don't know. Because they're cool and metal and Amon Amarth. I was about to sing a song, but I forget which one I was about to sing. Oh, yeah.
Thor, Odin's son, protector of mankind, rise to meet your fate. Your destiny awaits.
I mean, I like Vikings. I like their hats, even though I don't think that, the horns, those technically weren't the hats Viking wore, that, to my knowledge. I don't know. I just kind of like the big beards, big horns, big battle axes. It reminds me of death metal. That's what I like about Vikings. Oh, fuck, I forgot to mention the goddamn names. Martin was the one who asked, would you fuck a ghost? And Kawaii Kyoko asked the Viking question. Pilo Bacon asks, grats on 1K. Would you shit on V? I mean, that depends. I mean, do I get paid? If you pay me $1,000, I mean, I'd throw shit at the goddamn president. But But, I mean, is V into that kinky shit? I don't know. The thing is, though, I used to have this thing where I really disliked V, and he's chilled out since then, and he's cool. The thing is, whenever a user is in authority, usually the ones that have gone most against me are the ones that get banned. Crux, he got my personal phone number and fucking spammed me and harassed me. He eventually got banned. And Haunter, he was usually nice to me, but he called me out for being an idiot during the baton pass clause voting. And I said, it's going to get to the point where it's going to have to be limit baton pass to one user on a team. And he was like, oh, that's stupid. You're stupid. That's crazy. That would never happen. Come on, dude. He got banned because he was a pedophile. And Ponymon, also known as Stratos, he was the one who paid 2,000 likes to fire ban me. His ass is permanently banned. Or, I don't know if it's permanent. So watch out, Tobes. You're next. Just saying. Internet asks, how much are you willing to pay to retain Firebot access? I'm not. If you ban me, I'll appeal it. I mean, I'm not going to pay to shitpost. I'm just not. I'll find other places to shitpost. And you know what? I'm not an idiot. I mean, I know how to get past. If I had to make an alt, I know how to get away with it. I'm not an idiot. I'm actually quite a genius. But I'm not saying I'm going to make an alt, but I like you, Internet. You're a cool guy. Dejankso Unchained asks, do all other demons have names like yours? Like, I would expect demons to have names like Lucifer or Baal, but if all demons are named Ben or Ted or Chris, then it really takes away from the intimidation factor.
You dare mock me, you mortal human!
I wish I had special effects right now, but I'm too lazy. But are you scared yet?
Demon hordes. Ram, ram, ram.
The beard is scary. Look, I'm fat. That's your soul. I ate that motherfucker. That's why I'm so damn fat. Yeah. Is that scary enough? What would win in a... Oh, Shade asks, what would win in a swimming race? A bat or a pigeon? Well, I'd have to say bats, because I see Zubats while surfing in caves. I've never seen a Pidgey in, while surfing. So I'd have to say bats would win that. Alright, Walrein. Fuck, marry, kill, Shade, Internet, Pupper. Well, Internet's the youngest, and probably the sexiest. No pedo. I'm pretty sure he's of age. If not, This is only theoretical. I'd fuck Internet, marry Shade so I can kill him. I'd marry him, even though it says kill. I'd have to kill Pupper because of process of elimination, but marry Shade so I can kill him and get Firebot in his will. Or not will, but you know how when you marry someone, you get their stuff. I would take ownership of Firebot that way. Don Vasquez asks, what are your thoughts about Small Firebot's death and what you have done, and what would you have done for preventing it if you could? Well, Small Firebot was quite a gimmick, I guess. Not that Firebot isn't a gimmick, but honestly, I feel like I kind of did kill Small Firebot because I stopped posting because I didn't want to waste my 1,000th post on nothing. I mean, I tried to keep it alive with the very inside jokes, you know, the Ben the Seaman has bombed small firebot. I even wanted to do a comic series, although that would have taken too much effort. I don't like effort. Fuck effort. So, I mean, I like the guys at Small Firebot, but I mean, it was really just a city simulator, I guess, or country simulator. It just could have had more to it. And I would be in favor, definitely, of trying Small Firebot again, just actually, like, having some kind of theme to it, you know. Which animal is cooler? Lobster or crab? Internet, I'd have to look that up. What is the body heat of a lobster? I just typed in lobster. Let's see. Google is your friend. Ugh. Too much shit to search through. Honestly, which I think are cooler, I'd say lobsters. Because Larry the lobster. Also, lobsters usually get heated more, I guess. I don't know, I'm a vegetarian. I don't know which one is warmer to eat. Josh, he's not asking a question, he's answering one. Fuck you, this is my Q&A. Shade ask, let's make this happen. Ben the Demon, please narrate one of these stories. Alright. Okay. Let's just pick one. Number 5. What will always get you laid? The sound of 2 people shuffling through their hand of cards followed the question. I felt a chill run down my spine and sighed as I looked over my options. None of these cards are winning me the game, I thought. Fuck it. I picked out a random card and slid it face down to Nadia, who was across from me. I jumped a little when a sudden voice coming from my left broke the silence. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, this is a girl talking.
I'm not gonna lie, Marie stated. This is just a throwaway round for me.
Marie looked over to me.
So what do you think, Kate?
Think you can catch up to me? Fuck it, I'm gonna just do my normal voice. Fuck this squeaky feminine voice. I doubt it, I sighed. I really don't think it's a good card. Nadia spoke up. How many black cards do you guys have? Marie's got 9. I'm at 6. I crossed my arms as the chill came over me again. Well, anything can happen, Nadia stated. Alright, what will always get you laid? Nadia shuffled our cards, which was really just her alternating the cards between top and bottom with her eyes closed, eventually settling for one on top. She looked over the card and made a... I'm sorry, I'm not good at reading. Like I said, I talk faster than I think. And made a sort of coughing noise, as if she was choking on her words. That usually happened when a card came up that she deemed inappropriate. She was always the innocent type. Kinky. Roadhead, she finally forced out. The laughter that came from Marie and I was light and unlively. It was the kind of laughter that happens after someone tells a joke that's not that funny, but you don't want to be rude. Roadhead probably would have been a funnier card in a different context, or maybe we were just desensitized. Nadia continued to the next card, and establishing dominance. No one even tried to laugh this time. Yep, there's my card. I knew it sucked. Go figure. The room fell silent for a quick moment, before Marie abruptly spoke out. Both of these cards suck! Yes, Nadia agreed. You guys really dropped the ball on this one. Nadia set her arms on the glass table in front of her, folding her hands and resting her chin on them. I guess I'm gonna go with Roadhead. That's mine! Marie reached over for the black card, throwing all her white ones down on the table. Figures. I gathered the cards together and put them all in the black box, not really caring for what order they were in. Marie took out her phone and unlocked it. Oops, Mom texted about an hour ago. Wants to know when I can come home. So you're heading out, I asked? I have to. Got family coming over tomorrow. I should probably go too, Nadia added. Alright, I'll see you guys out. We all stood... How fucking long is this story? Let me read faster. We all stood up from our chairs in unison. I began to stretch my arms over my head before immediately pulling them back down when I felt another chill. God, why is it so damn cold in here? My arms and legs are covered in goosebumps. Sure, we were getting close to October, but this was Florida, and the rules of the seasons didn't always apply to us. The evening sun poured through the open window above my head. It really should be much warmer than it currently is. Hey, I began. Is anyone else cold? And my sentence was cut short by a sound that appeared to be a disgusting crack. Nadia and I both turned our heads to the source, Marie. Her neck was snapped so far back that the flesh had ripped, leaking blood and exposing raw tissue. Her face was twisted into the shape of a permanent fear, her eyes bulging out of her sockets, and mouth was wide open, as if she had attempted to scream. That was mine. She made absolutely no sound as she dropped to the floor, falling on top of my glass table and breaking it. That bitch. Nadia let out an ear-piercing scream. I wanted to scream as well, yet had a hard time finding my breath. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I wanted to cry, but no tears fell. All I could was stare in disbelief at the corpse of one of my longtime best friends, shaking as the chill came over me once again, now stronger than before. A sudden grasp on my arm broke me out of my stupor. I nearly struggled before realizing it was Nadia. Come on, her high-pitched scream hurt my eardrums. She pulled out. She pulled so hard on my arm that I could have sworn it was going to come off. Somehow my legs regained their mobility and I ran out of the room with Nadia. We made our way to the front door of my house. We have to call the police, Nadia cried hysterically. And tell them what? What would they believe? No one else was in the room but us. If anything, we'd be the ones in trouble. I wasn't given the chance to voice my thoughts. Nadia let out an agonizing scream as her back suddenly bent against her will. Kinky. Her spine cracked as her body struggled against the strain. Inevitably, the skin began to give way, stretching apart until a large tear completely broke open the flesh. All I could do was watch her limp body fell backwards, the white carpet now stained with blood, and the sight of her exposed insides burning into my memory. Gore fetish. For a brief moment, I retreated to the back of my mind, where images of the two friends I had known since middle school flashed before my eyes. It had only just hit me that never again would I play Cards Against Humanity with them on a weekday afternoon. Never again would we go out for drinks on a Saturday night. Never again would we eat lunch together and take turns sharing the various misfortunes of our respective lives. This isn't real. This just can't be real. The chill was at its strongest now, and I made no effort to protect myself from it. The only thing keeping me from going into a complete daze was the sound of footsteps. Footsteps that were coming my way. I turned to a hooded figure that was now right in front of me. It isn't possible. Where were they hiding? How could no one have noticed? I realized I would never get to entertain those thoughts. All I could focus on in that moment was the figure's smile, an eerie, maniacal grin that stretched so wide it almost didn't seem human. It was the last thing I saw before my entire world went black. This video is going on 30 minutes. Aye. Well, Shade, you have gobbled up much of my time. Is your neck beard ironic or unironic? Ash Borer asked this. It is unironic. I like my beard. Sorry. And Napalm asks, what's the deal with airline food? I mean, come on. I don't know. I don't go on airplanes. I haven't been on one since I've been a teenager. I get very anxious whenever I'm enclosed in a space that I cannot escape. Airplanes kind of embody that. So, it's... but this has nothing to do with the food. Order first class, you know? Stop being a cheap bastard. If you want good food, get first class. And of course, that's all the questions, and most of them suck. So I'm gonna make some up. Okay. BTD makes me horny 42069 asked, Ben, will you ever forget that fart? No, I will never forget that fart. Vader sucks, please blow me, Ben the Demon asked, I lost my train of thought. What are your favorite memes? Well, I like the old Doge memes, or Doge as some people say, but I also like the newer doggo ones, you know, the Bork Blarf, you're doing me a frightening. I also like inside joke memes and local memes, because I like when I laugh at something that other people just don't get. You know, my idea of comedy is what I find funny. And that's why I could never be a comedian. I mean, a lot of people in high school tell me that I'm hilarious, and I'm like, you know, I say what I find funny. And if I find the joke hilarious and no one else laughs, to me, I don't give a fuck, because I love the joke and it's funny to me. So, but yeah, we have this local meme called Overly Excited Baby, which is about my buddy Jacob, who has a baby picture of him going, and he just looks so fucking excited, and we love to make memes out of it. Anyway, it's been 26 minutes. Thank you. This has been BenTheDemon's 1,000 post fuck. I can't even roll my goddamn R's today. It is my 1,000 post fuck. I did it in the beginning. Why can't I do it now? Must be me going on talking. I don't normally talk this long. I just don't. But apparently people like my voice, so yeah. You may, if anyone wants to get in touch with me, just PM me here on Smogon. You can ask me for my Skype, my Steam ID, anything really. Even my Facebook. Just know that if you annoy me, I'll block you. And cheers, Firebot. Here's to 1,000 more. I love you. And yeah, 27 minutes. Bye-bye.